VfB Stuttgart, a team whose best position in the past 15 years was 7th in 2017, and all of a sudden, a massive move from 16th in the previous season to 2nd place in the Bundesliga. This had people wondering, how is this possible?
How? Hold on, bro.
Well, if you have strikers like Girassi, combining it with incredible attacking players like Chris Führich and Mio, and add on top defenders like Mittelstädt or Anton or Ito, well, then you got yourself an incredible team that sadly now is facing a major drop in quality for the upcoming season. Yes, Champions League football is coming their way, but Stuttgart have lost some of their best players. Girassi and Anton have gone to Dortmund, whilst Ito has joined Bayern Munich. Is this going to be a disaster of a season for Stuttgart? Well, let's see what's left and who came in.
Who?
How do you replace Girassi? Well, you go ahead and replace him with a man that was already at the club but belonged to Brighton. Undav is now officially joining Stuttgart on a permanent deal. Stuttgart have paid 26 million for him, which is an immense amount for a club like them. And then alongside Undav, it is Demirovic, who had a ridiculous season for Augsburg last time around, one of the clear stars of that team, and now he's going to play alongside Undav, and it is actually known that these guys get along pretty well as well, so it was great to see that those two now are gonna be the two leading the line for Stuttgart. In midfield, you're still looking at Führich, Stiller, an immense talent, Karazor, who is such a hard worker, and Enzo Mio, who can create those special moments. In defense, Mittelstädt, who has played for the German national team during the Euros. Chabot is in there, who has come in from Cologne, I believe, and he is one of those no-nonsense centre-backs. And then you have Zagadou alongside him, who really revived his career, and Wagnermann, the former Hamburg man, and of course Nübel in goal, the man that is still waiting for Neuer to retire. So what is my plan with this Stuttgart team? What I want to achieve is I want to push this team to be a consistent Champions League football club, and also when we go over to the transfer sections here and I'm searching for players, in this rebuild specifically, I only want to bring in players that don't get enough chances at their clubs, that might be bench warmers or young talents not getting enough play time. I feel like this Stuttgart team could handle those players really well. Because our budget isn't that big, only like 23 million, I've decided to go for Liverpool's bench player, Stefan Bajcetic right here. Now, this guy, apparently, they are willing to let go in terms of like a loan deal. They kind of wanted to put him into the deal with Zubimendi so that he goes the other way to Real Sociedad and gets playtime there. But as it stands, Bajcetic is nowhere near the starting 11. So for that reason, I felt like this was the perfect player to get into this team in terms of someone that can truly take over from Karazor at some point. Now, that point isn't here yet, so let's keep that in mind. Bajcetic now comes into the squad with a 72 rating, and obviously we all know the boy has bags of potential, so hopefully he can actually pull all of that potential out of himself in this squad. As I'm about to bring in the next transfer, I want to know from you guys, which player do you think should come off the bench and go into the starting 11? Right now, I am going for this kid right here, David Washington, the man from Chelsea. They purchased him, and from what I can tell, the boy has only played 2 games as a substitute for a total of like 5 minutes. So as we bring this kid into our team, be aware I'm bringing him in because I need another backup for these strikers. We do have Deal, who's a massive talent who came in from Cologne as well. So we already have 1 striker, but Washington is going to be the 2nd striker that we bring into this squad. And I'm bringing him in because in one of my previous videos, I saw how insane his stats looked as one of my backups. So here he is, Washington. If you want, this could be your team at some point. All these young lads that we're bringing in, they could be starters at some point, so keep that in mind. And again, let me know in the comments down below, which player do you think deserves to finally move from the bench onto the starting 11 of any of those teams out there that you can think of? Let me know in the comments down below. Well, no matter how hard I tried, but the team is clearly lacking the quality of Girassi, the likes of Anton, and also Ito, because you can tell we dropped down to the 8th position. And the reason why I didn't want to bring in any starting 11 players is I wanted to see what this team can achieve with the players that Stuttgart themselves actually brought in, and this is exactly my point, kinda. They do need more more, and they got Champions League football. They should probably invest a little bit more. So I'm interested to seeing what is going to happen with Stuttgart in this upcoming season. And right now, as we're looking at this team, Undav has gone up to an 80. Demirovic, now a striker, 80 rated. Mio, 80. Führich, 78. He's 26 years old. Stiller should probably be one of the main players we focus on. So you can see lots of growth, which is a good thing, a very, very good thing. And Manuel Neuer just announced his retirement from international football, which kind of tells me that Nübel could return to Bayern Munich and actually take over that position. So, Nübel, buddy, you will return to Bayern Munich after this season or whenever your loan runs out, and we will have to find a new number one for this team. But having said all that, quickly, let's take a look into the stats of the players after the first season. Undav 24, Demirovic 21. Those two have done their job. The rest of the team needs to step up. 8th is not good enough. So now Nübel has officially left the club, and we are signing the man that has been the backup to Alisson for such a long time. I get it. He plays for the Carabao Cup games and all that good stuff, and even sometimes stepped into the team, especially when Alisson was injured. But Kelleher right now, he is just a backup. So for that reason, I feel like this is the perfect signing for a club like Stuttgart. Honestly, if Nübel goes, they should look into him. So he comes in here and takes over with a 78 rating. We all are aware how good Kelleher can be. So for me, having an Irish player in the starting 11, that's going to be a great thing. Adli has spent around 50% of his play time for Bayer Leverkusen this season, coming off the bench as a substitute. So that makes him the perfect candidate, someone that knows the Bundesliga and someone that can come straight into our team. The position I was kind of thinking of for Adli was that left attacking midfield position. That is the spot I want for him. I know we do have Führich. I know Führich is a great player, but man, he has been linked to move away from Stuttgart all throughout this summer as well. So I was thinking, hey, if it happens this season, it might happen next season as well. So I've made the decision. Adli comes in. Führich is going to be sold. The thing is, Adli joins us for 26, but Leveling has requested a transfer. He's leaving for 23.5. Führich, obviously, we decided to let go ourselves. 19.6 million. And again, this is absolutely nothing against him. It's just the fact that he was already linked away from the club. And for me to be able to change things in here, Führich has gone. And yes, with that now, we're left with 37 million. So big decision has to be made. Just recently joined Atletico Madrid, but has only played 5 games, 2 as a starter, 3 as a substitute. Arthur Vermeeren is one of the biggest talents from Belgium. When he played for Royal Antwerp, I was watching him there and he was looking incredible. So now he comes into the squad as a CDM to play alongside Stiller. So Vermeeren, this is your shot of becoming a starter again. Only 19 years old at the stage of buying him. 4-star week for block and anticipate play styles on him. Again, yet another bench rider that will become a legend over here.
You are a legend.
It only took us 1 season to recover. Here we are, 3rd position behind Bayern and also Dortmund. I was about to say Stuttgart. Maybe I'm already predicting that we are going to be in that 1st position, but 70 points on Stuttgart, not too bad. For the squad, we are seeing lots and lots of growth and injuries apparently, but we're seeing Adli on an 82 now as an attacking midfielder. We have Demirovic and Undav going up after that performance last season, surely. Stiller, Vermeeren, great growth, and Rualt has taken over the centre-back position, it seems. So I put him in there. Now we have a right-footed and a left-footed centre-back. Wagnerman up to an 81. He's only 24 years old. That man has a long career ahead of him. And Kelleher up to an 81. The top scorer this time around, Deniz Undav again, but Adli right there with 15 alongside Demirovic, which is obviously impressive, and Stiller getting himself 9 and 7. But let me tell you something. We didn't make it to any of the cup finals because it should have been right there, so okay, no cup for us. Only 6 starts in the past year. Vitor Roque is apparently looking to join Real Betis as we speak. So I thought, you know what? Before you're going over there from the bench of Barcelona to possibly maybe the bench of Real Betis, let's get you into our squad. So Vitor Roque now comes in with a rating of 80, which is obviously quite impressive, but not enough to get into the starting lineup yet. One of these bad boys at some point will be gone. Vitor Roque, if you grow into a decent player, you'll have your chance. Right here, you can be more than a bench player. Massive letdown this season. We dropped down into the 6th position. It's a disgrace. And I had thought that this team was good enough to really do some damage in the Bundesliga, but it looks like we are not getting enough growth. And on the bench, Washington and Roque have been built up into really decent players, and they could take over from these two up top. So some changes might be necessary next season. Or if you were smart enough and noticed, well, the background is blue. And we're in a Champions League final. Dude, don't ask me how. I have no clue how this happened. But we are up against Real Madrid with David Nunez, Szoboszlai, and Trent. Hey guys, you want to be traders to Liverpool more than that? That's incredible. 3 of you. Wow, okay. We're up against them in the Champions League final. I will not consider this to be the end, even if we do win this, because I don't feel like I've created a good enough team. Stiller needs to be benched, sadly, for this one on a red card. Can we win it? Oh my god, we've actually done it. There is no chance. See, that's what happens when you leave Liverpool. Undav and Demirovic. What? 6th in the Bundesliga and somehow winning the Champions League. What? This doesn't make any sense. Let's take a look at the team in terms of performance here. The numbers. Let me see that. How did that team win it? Undav 28 and 9, now 29 years old. Adli 17 and 14. Demirovic with 16 and 10. And all of that was enough to win the Champions League. What kind of run did we have to get there? I'm sorry that I'm spending so much time on this, but I think you guys will be interested too. So, group stages, we got past Milan and AS Monaco and Salzburg. Round of 16, Standard Liège. Quarterfinals, Man City. Semi-finals, Arsenal. Then Real Madrid. Okay, then. I mean, no wonder Liverpool isn't there because, you know, half the team plays for Real Madrid now. This man has only started 5 games for AC Milan in the past season. Now, sadly, he doesn't have a real face, so we might as well skip this part. It is Pierre Kalulu, an extremely talented player. And yes, Demirovic is going the other way so that Vitor Roque can slide into the starting 11. Undav is going to stick around because he has been incredible. So, Roque in the starting 11 alongside Undav. Washington as the amazing backup at this stage. Simon has come back from his loan, and this guy is supposed to be the next big thing when it comes to German goalkeepers alongside Atubolu. So, remember the name, but Kalulu now comes in as a player that will take over the left centre-back position for me. Actually, Roald can go over to the left. Kalulu comes on to the right. I need to upgrade that position. I need players who are growing. So here we go. Kalulu, let's see how you do at Stuttgart. I'm pretty sure that these players have received some sort of steroids because they just seem to just run through every team. Atletico Madrid, you cannot stop us. We go through to the Champions League final, and that's not all, my friends. We also have the German Cup final, and we're going to be playing against PSG in the Champions League final. So, first of all, let's just smack up Dortmund, shall we? Let's see how this goes. They have Girassi in their team, a former Stuttgart beast. So, let's see if we can get a bit of revenge for letting him go. But here he goes. 3-1 victory. Vitor Roque with 2, and Undav steps up as well. So that just shows you the level of this squad. And again, I feel like they have been taking some steroids. I don't understand how this team won the Champions League the last time around, but man, they are doing it now, and now it makes a lot more sense. We're looking at Vitor Roque and Undav at an 87 right now. Adli 87, Mio 88, Vermeeren 87, Stiller 87, Mittelstädt. But I gotta say, no one above 90, which, you know, normally in these rebuilds, we tend to have players above the 90 rating. So I'm even more impressed that this Stuttgart team has been so freaking good. But I'm just realizing Mio is going to be missing in that Champions League final. Now, that sucks because he's actually incredible in game. I wish I could change that, but I cannot. So that means someone has to step in. The question is, who is that going to be? I think I'm going to run Stiller in that campus. Nah, he doesn't have the skills, bro. I'm going to go Washington. Washington goes in there, or Denis Undav goes cam. Washington goes up top alongside Vitor Roque, forming a Brazilian partnership. And now, let's see how we finished in the Bundesliga. Have I shown that? We have won the German Cup. How have we done here? We have won the Bundesliga as well. There's a treble on the line. A treble this early. How? This makes no sense. Let's just quickly go into the squad hub and see the performances of these players and what they have been up to. It is Deniz Undav again, 33-9, 42 goal contributions in 52 games. Adli steps up once more. Vitor Roque steps up with only 14 goals, which is kind of sucks. But Washington shows that he can get basically half the games he gets a goal in, and that's pretty impressive. Mio had a good season, but won't be around for this matchup. But lads, we're going to be taking on PSG without Mbappe. They have Gonzalo Ramos, Dembele, Barcola, Soler, Lee Kangin, Vitinha, and then at the back, Kadolu, Pavard, Kosunu, Kimmich, and Donnarumma. Well, that is a scary defense, I must admit. So here it is, the battle. Stuttgart, can you win it all against PSG now? Sadly, obviously, without one of our main players in the starting 11 in Enzo Mio, but hopefully Deniz Undav will do a decent job in that right midfield position. Undav cuts in, finds the pass. This is exactly what I was kind of hoping for as we get our first chance with Adli. PSG now in a very dangerous spot. It is Gonzalo Ramos. No Mbappe, but he scores. But I believe in real life, he actually picked up a mad injury. And PSG could be looking to sign Osimhen to replace him. But again, man, down the wings, it's the position where I struggle the most. And it shows once again. Ooh, Washington gets it back, though. Go on, Washington. You were not the one that I was expecting in this position, but you are. Good shot. Deniz Undav. Washington. Back into Vermeeren. Far post. Adli. What a header. And we get another chance. Washington. Or is that Vitor Roque? I don't know. I think that's Vitor Roque. Let's go. 1-1 after an amazing header from Adli from far out onto the post. It is Vitor Roque finishing it. We're back into the game. That man is sat on the bench for Barcelona and now gets his chance to shine. Dembele. Kalulu, I needed that. Kalulu, thank you so much. Defensively, we are trying our best ever since conceding. Catch up, lads, please. Roll, thank you. Adli, straight away onto the counter. Adli takes it down the left. He's still going. Adli, man, they cannot catch up to this man here. He's doing incredible things. And then passing it. And we don't score. Adli, mate, you're the best player so far. And there he goes again. Long shot. Not bad either. Nice pass. Come on, make a move. Let's go, Mittelstädt. Let's go, Mittelstädt. Cut in then. Find someone. Ah, that's not it. We have room to run into. Go on. Yes, exceptional. It's Stiller. Yes, one of the originals. The passing play is unstoppable, lads. Stuttgart take the lead with the iconic kit, by the way, which is always white with the red stripe in the middle. It is just perfect. Vitor Roque and Washington setting up Stiller. Here we go. Uh-oh. PSG getting into dangerous, very, very dangerous territory right here again. It is Dembele. Can someone please pick up this ball from Dembele? There we go. I needed that tackle badly. Last minute right here. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. Mittelstädt, big steal, and that's it. Here it is, the red and white ribbons on the cup, lads. This was a ton of fun, I have to say, and it is Vermeeren lifting the trophy. Sat on the bench at Atletico Madrid and now gets to lift the Champions League trophy and the treble for Stuttgart right now. This has been insane. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Let me know which rebuild we should be recording in the comments down below. Take care and peace.